The second topic for this session, let us do a small illustration now. Let us see why Modigliani and Miller so much focus on the dividend decisions are not at all relevant for the value of the shareholder, or they are not at all relevant to be considered for the investment part, decisions making, or any point of view of a shareholder or the wealth of a company. So let us do a small illustration. X Limited company has 1 lakh shares outstanding. The current market price of the share is rupees 15 each. The company expects the net profit to be rupees 2 lakh during the year, and it belongs to a rich class for which the approximate capitalization rate has been estimated to be 20%. The company is considered dividend at 2.5 per share for the current year. Right? Now, what will be the price of the share at the end of the year if the dividend is paid and second part of the dividend is not paid? So we will do this illustration keeping in mind dividend is paid, dividend not paid, what will come into picture. Now, keep the formula handy which we covered just now. So how do you find out the price of the current market price of a share? You take dividend at the end of the year, add back price at the end of the year, divide the full equation plus 1 plus cost of equity. So dividends are paid, dividend are not paid, the formula will be impacted correspondingly. First part we need to do is dividend is paid. So what will be the final price of the share at the end of the year we need to find. Let us see what is given to you in this illustration. They are saying the current market price of a share is 15 each. So the current prevailing market price of a share is already given to you is 15 rupees. Then they are telling you the net profit, company expects a net profit of rupees 2 lakh. Okay. Then they tell you it belongs to a rich class for which the cost of equity is 20%. So we got one more thing, that is cost of equity is 20%. And how much is dividend per share? 2.5. Now keeping these values which are given to you, let us keep in the formula which is given to us and see what will be the price of the share at the end of the year. As you can substitute in the formula, current market price of the share is 15 rupees. Dividend at the end of the year is 2.5. Price at the end we need to find, so leave it blank. Divide the full equation plus 1 plus cost of equity. Cost of equity is given to us as 20%. So if you solve this equation, you'll get the price at the end of the year. And the price at the end of the year we get over here is 15.5 rupees. So what will be the value of a shareholder, or the market price of the share at the end of the year will get 15.5 rupees if the dividend is paid. Let us the same formula and see the dividend is not paid, how the values get impacted. The same thing we'll see if the dividend is not paid, right? You have to find out the price at the end of the year. Current price of the share is 15, the same will happen. Dividend is not paid, so keep the dividend as 0, right? Price at the end of the year we need to find. Similarly, 1 plus cost of equity is how much? 20%. So over here, if you solve this equation, you'll find price at the end of the year become 18 rupees. If you see now dividend is not paid, what happened to the market price of the share at the end of the year? It increases. That's why Modigliani and Miller approach talks about it's a dividends are paid, it is not paid. It's not a matter of study. So dividend paid or not, it's a completely irrelevant concept because it does not impact the value of the shareholders at all. Right? And if you can compare the answers yourself and see if dividend is paid and dividend is not paid, how the price of the share is impacted. We'll do one more illustration on the same and see how it actually impacts the overall price per share of a company now when we do a different illustration altogether. We'll do one more illustration on Modigliani and Miller approach to focus on the same theory that dividend decisions are irrelevant. They do not impact the value of the firm.